In the Benedictine tradition, January 15th is the feast day of the young disciples of Saint Benedict, Saints Maurus and Placid. They were famous followers of Saint Benedict, the great founder of monasticism in the Western Church, and their stories are intimately connected with his. Around 500 AD, Benedict became well known for creating successful and very religious places where monks lived. These places also became centers of learning and culture, and important families started sending their children there to learn. Among those children were Placid, who was a boy, and Maurus, who was older but still a youth. These boys were offered by their parents to God. Maurus, son of a nobleman of Rome, was born about the year 510. He was about 12 years old when his father placed him under the care of Benedict. Placidus was born in Rome in 515. Tertullus, his father, a man of high rank, placed him at the age of 7 under the tutelage of Benedict. Maurus quickly became Benedict's helper, whereas Placid was considered to be still in his early childhood. A famous story involves both Maurus and Placid benefiting from the supernatural gifts of Benedict. Placid was sent to fetch water from a lake near the monastery. Placid slipped and he fell into the water. Though Benedict was inside the monastery and could not see the lake, he knew of the accident. He told Maurus, "Brother, run, make haste. The child has fallen into the water." Maurus ran to the lake and saw Placid struggling in the water about 100 yards out. In his haste, Maurus ran out over the water, running on top of the water, and he reached down to pull out Placid. The two ran back to the shore on top of the water, and only when they were safe did Maurus realize what had happened. Benedict attributed the walking on water miracle to Maurus's obedience, but Maurus and Placid thought it reflected the holiness of Benedict. In fact, Placid recalled that when he was in the water, he thought it was Benedict himself who was saving him. Maurus and Placid applied themselves with diligence to work and prayer in monastic life, following closely the example of Benedict, and grew in grace and holiness. Benedict loved them both as if they were one of his own children. Maurus was sent to France in 543 to propagate the order of Saint Benedict in that country. He founded the famous abbey at Glanfoul, over which he ruled as abbot for 38 years. In 581, he resigned the abbacy and built for himself a small cell near the church of Saint Martin, so that in solitude and prayer he might prepare himself for his passage into eternity. Placid had scarcely completed his 21st year when he was chosen to found a monastery at Messina in Sicily. There, miracles made him known, and it was said that his humility was so perfect and had such charm that it earned for him the affection of all. He could not see a poor man without hastening to aid him. One day, he cured all the sick of the island at the same time when they were brought and assembled before him for his benediction. He spent 4 years in building his monastery, and the 5th had not elapsed before an inroad of barbarians burned everything to the ground and put to a lingering death not only Saint Placid and 30 monks who had joined him, but also his 2 brothers, Eutychus and Victorinus, and his holy sister Flavia, who had come to visit him. Saint Placid was the first Benedictine martyr, and the monastery of Messina, which was rebuilt not long afterwards, was henceforth known by his name. Saints Placid and Maurus, the young monks who walked on water, pray for us.